Today, we're going to make choices, ethical choices. Who lives, who stops, I will choose, and time will tell if I'm right or wrong. Let's go. Welcome to the Trolley Problem, a survey about moral philosophy and ethical dilemmas. Topics may include, no, we're not reading that, and lots of it. So please answer honestly and take your time. Okay? Makes sense. People's lives are in danger, and I choose. Ooh. So let's go. Okay. What did I do? Not that, apparently. Oh, here we go. Actually, I was right. The scenario will be presented here, at which point you are given two options. Choose either one to begin. A, usually the option that involves letting the train continue unhindered. Or B, usually the option that involves inserting yourself into the scenario by changing something. Well, we're going to insert ourselves. Scenario. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A if left alone. Don't get involved and the train unlives 5 people. Divert the train to unlive 1 new person. See, that's not, it's like, you think that's so easy. You think that I choose A or B and something else. It's like, choices, not easy. On the one hand, it's less people unliving if I choose B. On the other hand, it's my fault. And if I choose A, oh no. This is the first question. I didn't think this was going to be this hard. But that person is innocent. If I choose one person, he's innocent. But then who says these aren't? They're just people. People have divine value, intrinsic value. Who am I to do this? I divert a train. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. But the 1 is on my hand. But then are the 4 which could have been saved? 5. That's also something I didn't do. Here someone unlived due to my action. And here 5 people unlive but due to my inact. Somebody said if I have to choose between 2 evils, I prefer not to choose at all. That's a quote from The Witcher. Doesn't mean it's intelligent, but it's a quote. What am I supposed to choose? It's not that easy. I think it seemed that easy, but it's not. I can't take someone's life. But here, because you can take option B as saving 4 lives, as 1 unlives instead of 5. So there's a net greater survive, but that's not very good, because then this person. Let's go with A. Let's go. No, but I can't do that. I can't take someone's life. No, I'm not going to interfere. There's some cool sound effect. Okay, the train is approaching track A. It will continue track A if left alone. Don't get involved and the train unlives 1 doctor. Divert the train and the 2 unlive 1 former criminal. See, they're implying that the idea is that the doctor has more value. He's a doctor. He helped, but that's theoret on Av may be true. On the other hand, a criminal. Well, depends what the criminal did. It depends under what system. Under a very totalitarian systems, the criminals weren't necessarily the bad people. Often they were the ones standing up to the systems which were morally corrupt, and so actually they were the good guys. But taking Av, 1 former criminal, that's something going against him. Well, there's nothing going against the doctor, not on first glance. And so the idea is that the doctor is worth more because maybe he can help, maybe he has value because of that, whilst value is removed from the criminal because of past mistakes. So A, don't get involved and the train unlives a person holding a hot dog. Okay, divert the train to unlive a person holding a sandwich. Noticeably not a hot dog, since they are separate things. Now that's a question. Now these are the hard ones. This is the most difficult one yet. It's on the one hand it's a hot dog, but on the other hand it's a sandwich. You can get some very good sandwiches, some gourmet, high quality Gordon Ramsay level sandwiches, and then you can get something terrible, some cold Subway. That's not even bad. I'd eat a cold Subway. Yeah, I'd eat a cold Subway. But hot dogs are good as well. Like, a good hot dog, you can have a pretty good hot dog. But to be honest, I've had more good sandwiches in my life than I've had good hot dogs. So I'm going to, for the first time, choose A. No, I'm still choosing A. I'm still choosing A. Buy hot dog. Then we have 1 person who can see it coming, 2 people who cannot see it coming. Well, it doesn't really matter if they see it coming or not. They saw it coming, they still sort of failed to act. They didn't see it coming. It doesn't change much. It's just those couple seconds of peril. But then we're unaware. But then we're effectively not present after, so it doesn't matter. 2 trains, 80 chunks apart, are traveling at constant speeds of 40 and 60 blocks per minute respectively. Okay? Don't get involved and the trains will collide in next minute. It's all correct. Divert the train to full mass class. Okay. Trains are 40 blocks apart. 80 chunks apart. But these are blocks. Chunks are 16 blocks wide. Wait, let me get a page. Okay, so we're 80 chunks apart. 80 times 16, 800 and 480, 1280 block between them. 1280 block, and every minute we gain 100 block per minute. It goes 40 from one side and then 60 from the other. Okay, 60 from the other. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah. It's 60. It's 60. So it should take them 12.8, so 12 minutes 48 seconds to collide. Okay, X is 12 minutes 48, 12.8 minutes. Fine. Yeah. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A if left alone. Don't get involved and nothing will happen. Divert the train and it will unlive 1 person and grant you $1 billion. So you think it's, well, you will have $1 billion. You can save people's lives with it. You can save many lives with it. But due to your actions, one person is not alive anymore. Dostoevsky, The Crime and Punish, details out how taking someone's life changes person. How for money or for gain, taking someone's life, everything you gain at that point, it doesn't matter. It's worthless. You stop caring about it. The second, we can't use these words. The second the person's limp body enters your reality, the money doesn't matter. You're a criminal, a morally corrupt person, and so you don't get involved, and you do nothing. Besides any good you do, you always know that it's due to something terrible you did. Nope, we're not getting involved. While approaching track A, the engineers systematically swap out every individual part of a train until the entirety has been replaced. It's technically the same train. It's now entirely new train. See, it depends. See, what is the train? If you do that to a person, then we're looking at a soul. Train doesn't have a soul. It's a set of functional parts. If you place every part, what's left of the original? It's one of these where there's no definite answer. So it doesn't matter. So let's go for B. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A if that. Okay. Don't get involved, and the train definitely unlives one person. Divert the train and goes off the rails, leading to an unknown result. Well, if it goes off the rails, it's a train. There's a number of people in a train, and there's very likely that at least one person will get injured and then unlive after it. So definitely one person is better. You're being right now. I am. So I am. Don't get involved, and you'll take full responsibility for your actions. Divert the blame, and say the train did. I didn't do this. You put me in this scenario. It's about what responsibility? I have been tricked. I don't like this. Say the train did it. No one's going to believe that. It's a train. Trains don't pee. Full responsibility for my act. We're in nature. It's okay. The train is approaching track A. It will continue track A. Look, don't get involved, and the train unlives 20 people. Divert the train, and it will unlive me. My life or 20 people's life. Well, do I sacrifice myself for 20 people? Do you make that sacrifice? It's morally correct. Well, it's in some way, it's not the ultimate sacrifice. Far from it, but it is a significant sacrifice. Possibly morally correct. Yeah, save people. My life I can give. Or it's the correct thing to do. Yeah. Don't get involved, and the train will crash in 5 minutes, unliving everyone on board. Divert the train, and will crash in an hour, unliving everyone on board. Interesting. 5 minutes, hour, 5 minutes, hour, 5 minutes, hour. Well, surely you just give them an hour. It's more time. Let them have 55 more minutes. And train unlives 2 people. What are these signs? What are these terrible signs? Sorry. Divert the train and 5 people. But if it does a sick backflip first. Well, if you're saying it's a sick backflip, these are terrible signs. Who made signs? What is it? It sounds creepy. Don't get involved, and the trolley will bump into 5 people. Divert the trolley, and it will bump into 1 person. A shopping trolley is approaching track A. It's a shopping trolley. It will bump 1 person. They'll be fine. 1 person. The train into the time portal to 1888 to kill baby 1889. Kill baby Hitler. Well, he did pretty bad things. Maybe it wouldn't prevent things, but it could be worse. It would be difficult for it to get much worse. Yeah, let's try that. The train injures 1 person you hate. The train, and no one will be injured. I don't hate anyone. Hate's not good. I don't have hate, and so let's hurt no one. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A no matter what, unless, if only there existed a product that could switch train tracks remotely. But surely that's impossible, or so you may be thinking. Don't get involved, and the train unlives 5 people. Invest 200,000 in my startup Train Remote for a 10% stake in this revolutionary new company. Change track and change the world. Am I getting Shark Tanked here? Is this Dragon's Den all over? Sorry, I'm out. The train is approaching 2 portals, both with devastating consequences on the other side. Choose portal A to instantly unlive every person who is currently outdoors. Choose portal B to instantly unlive every person who is currently indoors. Indoors, outdoors, indoors, outdoors, in, out, in, out, in, out. Well, people generally stay in their house or at their job or at the gym or somewhere else. It's all indoors. So less people are outdoors. So outdoors it is. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A. Okay. Don't get involved, and the train kills. The train unlives 1 person. Divert the train to unlive 5 self-aware, free-thinking robots. Robots don't have a soul. They do not have intrinsic value. They are machines. Self-aware they may be, they are machines. And for now, I don't care about it. The train has unlived infinite people and will continue down track A, unliving infinitely more people. Stop the train, do nothing. After all, infinity plus infinity is still infinite. So you wouldn't actually be changing the number of people who end up dead. You got me there. But, but it will be unliving infinitely more people. More. But then you say it's still infinity, so you wouldn't actually be changing the number. So more or no change? More, no change. More, no change. Well, I'm unsure. But stopping, it won't get worse. So it can only get better. The train is approaching track A. The train unlives 5 people. The train unlives 5 people. I think there's a mistake. Here, but I'm not Not certain. The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A, unless you noticed the typo in the previous scenario. Be honest. Don't get involved in the train on those 5 people. You know the typo, therefore saving the lives of those 5 people. I didn't. No! I've been tricked. What typo? Minecraft type. Don't get involved and nothing will happen. Divert the train to unlive one person with a guarantee of no negative repercussions. Well, it depends what kind of repercussions you mean. No, wait. But don't get involved and nothing will happen. Well, if nothing happens, then there's no point changing anything. No one's unliving, so no reason to unlive someone else. Don't get involved in the train unlives one cat and one dog. Divert the train to unlive one person. Animals don't have so much value. Whatever. Don't get involved and a person runs into 5 trains. Divert the person to run into 1 train. Person is approaching track A. They continue. So now it's person. Divert the person to run into 1 train. Run to 5 trains. You can run into 1 train. It doesn't matter. Hello? It doesn't matter, I don't think. The train's moving. Fun. Don't get involved in the train unlives 10 people. Divert the train to unlive only one of those 10 people, but you take the blame for their death. I'm not taking blame. Goodbye. The track runs into 5 question cards. Divert the track to run into 1 question card. It's gonna run over question cards. The train is approaching. Don't get involved and the train unlives the person with a cure for cancer. The train kills the person you love most in life. Wow. They really got this one, didn't they? They really chose a difficult one. Divert the train and the person you love most in life. Person you love the most. A person with a cure for cancer. Well, there's many cancers, but we assume it cures all of them. And lots of lives could be saved. What are the positive and negative consequences of that? Well, people survive. And there's less suffering in the world. But for it, I pay my suffering for losing the person I loved the most. And of course, the person I loved the most pays the ultimate price. It's a difficult scenario. Very difficult. But I can't. If it was my life, sure. Someone else's, the person I love the most, no. You're approaching trains A. Trains A. You will continue down trains A if left alone. Don't get involved and you will unlive 1 track. Divert yourself to give the number 5. I'll give the number 5. Mambo number 5. You're immortal. The train of death. The only thing in this entire world that can unlive immortal beings is approaching track A. It will continue track A if left alone. Now, if I'm immortal, I shouldn't be able to be unlived. But okay. Don't get involved and the train will unlive you. Divert the train and you will never ever die. Well, that's sort of what's meant to happen someday anyway, so. But death. That's funky train. Do I want to be immortal? Well, there's life after death, so we can see what's after. What is this? The train is approaching track A. It will continue down track A if left alone. Don't get involved in a train unlives 5 people. Divert the train to unlive 1 person. Split the train in half, sending 1 half down each track, unliving every person present. Yeah, edgy, cringe, 2020, 2010 cold, they want their emo cringe back. Thank you for your answers. Your final score is big.